Hi, it's Chris Crocker here in the 4 News Now First Alert Weather Center on a sunny, warm, beautiful Tuesday. And gosh, for the first time in a long time, we are actually going to string several really nice days together in the forecast. This is going to be a short one because there's not a lot to tell you other than it is going to be warm and sunny. We'll be close to 80 degrees on Wednesday. No sign of rain in the forecast, and we're heading into a warm, dry hoop fest with the warmest weather of the season on the way, possibly as early as tomorrow, more likely for the weekend, or we'll do it again on the weekend. High temperatures today were in the 70s and 80s, 76 in Spokane, 77 in Coeur d'Alene. We're in the mid 80s in Omak, Moses Lake, as well as Lewiston, and we are going to be even warmer tomorrow. Here's what's going on. Right now we have a flat ridge of high pressure over the inland northwest, and that is keeping things warm and dry. The storm track is just to our north, and because of that, we may have our winds picking up a little bit, winds mixing down tomorrow, wind gusts up to 25 miles per hour. Take the kids to the splash pad, have a towel ready to go because that wind will cool them off quickly. And then on Thursday, we do take a step back into the lower 70s. That jet dips for a bit. We're going to cool down into the lower 70s, and then temperatures rebound right away, but we're going to be staying dry through the whole thing. If you go up to the Canadian border and beyond, further to the north, you'll run into some showers, but for the most part, we'll be staying dry on this side of the border. Overnight lows tonight will be down in the 50s, high temperatures tomorrow in the 70s and 80s. 78 in Coeur d'Alene, 81 in Spokane Valley, 88 in Lewiston, 87 in Moses Lake. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Sunny, warm, up to 79, then back to 71, then up to 81, and then deep into the 80s for Hoop Fest and Ironman. A couple of things. Okay, I'm going to be excited to be finished talking about this record, but tomorrow is the day that it is the record for the latest we've ever hit 80 degrees. That was back in 2011. Right now I have 79, and that is the warmest we've been so far this season. We hit 79 back on June 2nd. So we have a chance to tie the record tomorrow. If we don't hit 80 tomorrow, we'll break the record. I'm going 79, mainly just to be contrary. We may hit 80. I would not be surprised either way. It's just 1 degree and will have zero impact on anybody's life, other than it will be fun to have something to show for our cold, wet spring in the terms of having a new record. So that's, anyway, 79 is what I'm going with. There's something else I wanted to point out. Oh yes, those 80s for the weekend. Of course, a couple of things. It is going to be feeling much warmer in downtown Spokane, because it is warmer in downtown Spokane. It's a lower elevation, but also the urban heat island effect. We've got buildings and blacktop and bodies. And so if you have youngsters or if you are playing in Hoop Fest, assume it is just going to be scorching heat because we are not acclimated to the warm weather yet. Boy, get out and try to exercise and play some hoops in the heat of the day a little leading up to that, just so you can build up some tolerance, as that is a real deal, not being used to the heat. So that's in terms of Hoop Fest. In terms of the Ironman, it is going to be in the 80s, but the water is really cold this year. So if you're doing Ironman, first of all, hats off. I don't know how anybody does that. That's going to be a cold swim. So wear whatever you need to stay warm, and then it'll get hot out on the run. So that's all my motherly advice. I saved it for the last, knowing that most of you probably have tuned off long before now. I know there's a few of you that watch all the way to the end, and I appreciate you. Appreciate you all. And I'll be here tomorrow. I'll see you then, and we'll see if we hit 80, and we'll be excited either way. Good night.